Hello, Thorn. Today's the day. I gotta get to level 80 though. I'm only level 78. What's up, Killer? Thank you for the sub. Also welcome. So I logged into the game and it gave me the Endwalker. It gave me the Endwalker title screen, so I immediately changed it back to Shadowbringers. Because, yeah, I'm technically in Endwalker, but we haven't really, you know... We haven't made the switch. What's my job? This one right here. Astrologian. We're gonna play healer. It's gonna be brutal. Playing the most important job with the... I believe it was said yesterday. With the person with the most vulnerability stacks. That's me. I'm the person with the most vulnerability stacks. He's gonna stab me. Yo, I didn't know they were doing a UK collab. Dude. They got real world collabs in this game? What? It's a Tonberry, bro. It's just a UK collab. It's a healer's job to maintain the atmosphere of the group by posting regular commentary in group chat. Oh, I know. I was practicing that yesterday while I was doing my roulette, my main scenario roulette. You know, the one where you sit there and watch a movie. My voice is good, right? The audio is good, right? But yeah, so I was sitting there in the cinema, and I was typing memes as does a Final Fantasy XIV player. I was typing memes. I forget what I said exactly. I said something along the lines of, because it's the Baelsar fight, right? It's either that or like two other ones. So we had the Baelsar fight, so I said, "For whom do you pop for?" Because someone said something like, "Oh, get your popcorn out. It's movie time." And I said, "For whom do you pop for?" And then I said, oh yeah, I did the Ultima thing the other day. The Ultima main scenario. And while that was happening, you know, when they use Ultima, when Ultima weapon uses Ultima and just deletes the entire world, I said still not as devastating as when Windows Update removed WordPad. I guess maybe that's only funny to me. But I noticed that the Final Fantasy XIV community is the highest meme density community. They cannot stop memeing. And so I'm trying to fit in. Like whenever you see a video on a Final Fantasy, because I watch Final Fantasy XIV videos, but only videos of the songs in game. I only look up songs in game so that I can, you know, hear them outside the game. And whenever I look at one of those videos, there's always some kind of memes going on in the comment section revolving that. Twinning? What's that mean? My Volm stacks are a meme? Yeah, that's true. That's also a meme. Wait, why am I following this dancer? What's going on? I can't save you! Okay, the rescue didn't work out so well. Twinning. Which one is that? I remember I looked up the Titania song. That one's pretty good. Extra dungeon you unlock near the Crystal Tower. I mean, I can look it up right now. This one? Just in time for boss. We're gonna have 2 boss themes. This is a good song, yeah. Oh yeah, I see the comments. Are you twinning, son? Is Dancer melee? The top oh, the twinning.mp4, is that the one? Is that what you're talking about? Alright, I'm looking at it. I don't get it. It's just he's just enjoying his time. Oh, someone left. I turned the music on, right? Yeah, it's there. There's some classics going on right now. Just burst the boss, I guess. I think this is one of those fights where you just ignore everything and just DPS. Yeah. His pent-up rancor fades. Yeah, no, we don't have to deal with that. No, we don't have to deal with that at all. No mechanic. No mechanic. Whoa, what was that? Oh, that was a limit break? Wait, that's not the final boss? Oh, wait, it was. Yep. So now I'm level 78 and a half. We level up? Leveling, please. Alright, what are we gonna get here? What are we gonna get? What is the pool of dungeons that you could get at random from among those I've unlocked? Sastasha. Yeah, please not that one. Please. Please. Not the first dungeon in the game. Ooh. Stormblood? Yeah, let's go, bro. Doma Castle, let's go. This is my second time doing this dungeon, I think. This is my second time doing this dungeon. Any tips? Bro's using his mitigation? You're treating me too well. Did he do a small pull? Was he limit testing his healer or what? He's also got the sprout thing on, so I guess maybe he's not gonna go for the big pull. Deleted, bro. I couldn't save him. I was gonna use rescue on him, but he just died. I'll have regrets on that for the rest of my life. I let him die. I'll let this guy die too. Holy shit. Bro, are we tanking mechanics here or what? Okay, yeah, that guy does a lot of damage. Doman Colossus. Puya. What is that, a red mage? Yeah, it's a red mage. We have a red mage and is that a ninja? Reaper. Huh? Reaper's this low level? Oh, I guess, yeah, that's where the expansion starts. So he just started. He just started his Reaper journey. I'm fine, I'm fine. The music begins again. Get your ass over here. Oh! Oh, he's going in. He's going in. I'm gonna get stunned. kind of a precarious positioning, but I'll take it. Second boss. What's this? Just don't stand in the lines. Don't cross the lines. We chilling here. Just business as always. I don't know, something about the tab targeting really isn't that bad some of the time. Some of the time is pretty good. Some of the time is not. I think the tab targeting gets most of its value in dungeons, but in raids it's kind of meh. In raids and PvP, tab targeting is mad, but in dungeons, I think tab targeting gets it meets its stride. You have multiple targets that you can sometimes get through. More than one person is going to be taking pressure at any given time, perhaps, mayhaps. Final boss. Who is this again? This guy? That's it. No, I don't remember him. Did he have some sort of story significance? Wasn't he... Wait, he was Yatsuyu's right-hand man, right? Yeah, all my name days... Yeah, that's the guy. Okay, yeah, I remember now. It's like I've had all my name days at once. That's another meme. What if I go this direction? Oh, you're gonna follow me? Oh, so did he become enraged or something? Did he take some kind of drug to make him go insane? I forget. I think he went insane. Almost griefed that guy. Alright, now I should be level 79? Almost. For me to do Endwalker, I need to be 80, don't I? I could queue up for frontline. Alright, let's do the story here with Ryan while we're in the queue. I did not do Trials yet either. I think Trials doesn't give that much XP though. I only did the high level dungeon and leveling. So I can do Trial and Frontline. Gaia, I don't know if you can hear me or if... I ain't gonna hear you no more. What is this song? Another song that I need to check out is Yulmore Nighttime. Alright, I'm gonna play Gunbreaker. Gunbreaker to do this, because I'm not gonna play Astrologian. I have no idea how that works in PvP. My class entirely changes. Tomorrow and Tomorrow Reprise? It's called Masquerade, I think. Oh, you mean this one? Yeah, that song. Well, let's see. Nope, that ain't it. Wait, did anyone touch this thing? Let me touch it then. Bro, I need to do another expansion as Gunbreaker. Blue DPS needs to make its return. Huh? Oh, it's G. Different keybind, by the way. Use 3, yeah, the 3 skill. That's my slow at least. Get me out! Get me out! Alright, my boys are here. Get them. Well, that wasn't so great, but we at least peeled for our team. Bro, what are you doing in here? Oh, they're going for me. I got whatever that's called. I'm being shadow brained. Oh, hell no, you ain't gonna survive that. I know you ain't gonna come at me like that and then you gonna get out. Okay, he's gonna get out. He's gonna get out. My bro is dead. Yeah, we gotta back off from that. What are you doing? Yeah, let's not go for that guy. Maybe we can actually. Nah, no, blue's gonna just converge on us. If you're gonna die, I'm gonna get you. Oh, we go back in together. Are you a Reaper? Or are you a Darkman? LB. LB. Oh, they're a Dragoon. I can see. Of course, they have a spear. Duh. Where are we going? Back to the same place. Alright, we push back in. Big CC? Got the save. Okay. I'm just getting spam with CCs, of course. As the usual. I tank quite a bit for my team. Honeybee is this guy's name. Or Bee Bumble. Look at the Honeybee title. I need to focus a target like my team. Look at this red damage. I just get instantly knocked back. I'll limit break this. that's a lot of them. Let's go to this guy. And run the opposite direction? No. Alright, we're converging on this node. I think that's where I was when I died. Someone here, maybe? Got my limit break, let's do it. Woo! Why can't I heal? I was silenced. Yeah, when someone goes into your group, they just get spammed with CCs. Or just in general, you just get spammed with CCs. Where you going, Mr. Reaper? I see. What classes can silence? Seems pretty annoying. Shadowbringer's Dark Knight. I think we're backing off. But maybe I can go in. I'm getting pulled too. Alright, we survived. We're in the lead slightly. Shall we? Xenoglossy. Oh, that's the new Black Mage skill. Ah, there's a Black Mage on me. Yeah, let's get out of here, boys. Let's get out of here. There's a Cactuar? I can limit break. I don't know if there's anything we can gain from this. Maybe we try to push behind the line. What did I do? Silence. Who's silencing? Alright, our boys are nowhere near that. Monk? We don't need to go for that lone monk. We can go over here, yeah. Let's just go for this one. This is where our boys are at. Push the line, push the front line. It says red owns it though. I don't know if that's too useful for us. Let's go. Push him. The objective is right above me. Can we do that? Ah, I see you there, Mr. Red Mage. Oh hell no, you ain't getting out. I don't know what we're doing over here. Wait, what team am I on? I'm on the Maelstrom, aren't I? Yeah, I'm on the Maelstrom. I thought I was in Adders. Bard? You spoony little bard. We going in. I struggle to target enemies, to be honest. I don't know how this works. Necrotize. We're kind of outnumbered here. Let me give you my shield and then we're out. Maybe we go. Oh no, we don't go back in. No, 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 no. We die with the boys. We ride and die with the boys. Did we win? No. We lost. How did they get so far ahead? They were behind the entire time. Player commendation. Nah, I'm good. It is what it is. Okay, am I level 79? I am level... $79, yeah. Let's queue for a trial. And instantly get it. Alright, that should put me at like halfway, I guess, to 80. We might have to do Endwalker without being level 80. Oh shit. What's this? Wondrous Tales is half a level. I still don't know what Wondrous Tales is. I mean, I do. Oh, this is Minfilia. I know what it is, but I don't know how to find it. It's like in that one goblin village. What am I doing watching this cutscene? Nabriales. This is a realm reborn. Yeah, Edelshire. But here's the thing. I don't want to do that. It can take 5 minutes. I'm not supposed to tank all of these, I'm guessing. So let's have some other people do that. Can I cleanse this actually? No. We're just gonna have the magic vulnerability. Okay. Alexandros Alpha Star. Took a huge hit there. Spark. Do I have it in my inventory? The Wondrous Tales thing? What would that be called? Totem. Oh yeah, I definitely have an old one. Key items. There it is, bro. Ow. Ow. Save me. Fuck it, I'll take another hit. YOLO. Okay, so I need to get rid of this, is what I'm thinking, right? Do I need to get rid of that? Because that's not... I had that in my thing for like months. Has he power over time itself? Whoa. What's this? Stand in this? Stand in this? Meteor! That doesn't look good. Yo, someone limit break. Quick. Yeah, I get you, bro. I get you. Oh, that one's gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt, guys. We need to soak these. Guys. We're gonna need to soak these, guys. Guys. Wait. Oh, we somehow made it out. We somehow brute forced our way through that phase. Quake 3. I'll take my XP. Thank you. Not much XP from that. Not much at all. Alright, to Edelshire then. Or I could finish this. Gaia. We did it! She's free at last! Or at least that's how it seems. She won't wake up. Gaia! I don't know if you can hear me or if you can even remember who I am, but just give me a sign that you're alright. Please! Say something! Anything! You brought her back once before. You can do it again. You're right, Richard. I mustn't lose hope. For this is a Final Fantasy game and no one really dies. Wait, that's not true. What's this? It's the necklace, but she said she left it back in the Crystarium. I think the voice is too high. I was doing a better voice yesterday. Maybe she likes it a lot more than she lets on. I suppose it does hold a lot of memories for the both of us. Wait, there might be a way we can use this and bring her back. Try calling Gaia's name to bring her back to her senses. Say Gaia. Just type Gaia. 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 Gaia, we're right beside you. Come back to us. Oh, yeah. I'm gated. I'm gated. Let's do it as a black mage, because that's what I'm supposed to be. She can hear us. I know she can. Now all we can do is pray that she'll return. See this materia? I'm gonna sell that to a merchant for 159 gil. Okay. Gaia, I know you're in there somewhere. If you're lost, I'll find a way to reach you. I swear it. It's just the oath. It's another oath. She's an ultimacy as hell. Where am I? Matron? I'm finally free of you, it seems. Ah, dearest Gaia, that fate should part us once more. Still, this is what you wanted. There's no need to be quite so upset. What do you mean? You've been released from Eden, free to be reborn. Perhaps one day fate will bring us together again in another life. After all, you've already found me once, in spite of everything. I might even be the one to find you. I fear you will come to forget me, to forget the times we shared. Perhaps, after all, memories are such fragile things. That's why I'm planning to keep a diary. Even after I'm gone, my memories will live on. For future generations to discover. Yes, they'll read the tale of the girl bound by duty and of her loyal protector, arrived in her hour of need. Perhaps you might leave out the part where that protector was the one who needed saving. You've grown strong, Gaia. All of the expansion raids always happen within some sort of extraterrestrial plane. If I'd found you sooner, then maybe. No, wait, don't leave me. Until we meet again, Artemis. Whose name did I just... Well, never mind that for now. I need to get out of here, wherever here is. Artemis. Could be a boy, could be a girl. I feel like there's somewhere I'm supposed to be, but I can't for the life of me remember where. Yeah, she's gone into Alzheimer's. This is what it's like to have Alzheimer's. This is just the ending scene of Final Fantasy VIII. We all know. Yeah. What's this? Is this ice? It certainly looks like it, but it doesn't seem to melt, and it shines so brightly. Bro, we gotta teach her what water is again. She's done. I've seen this before. There was a girl, but what was her name? Reen? Gaia? Reen? I can hear you. I can't find my way out of here. Hold on, I'm coming for you. Holy. Wait. Is that a metaphorical piercing of the wall, or is it a literal? Yeah, okay, dude. Yeah. Yeah, we get it. Alright. Shameless stealing from Square Enix. They just completely copied Final Fantasy VIII. How dare they self-plagiarize? As soon as they reunite, it does the flower flourish, just like in the ending of Final Fantasy VIII. Honestly, though, this is still a better ending than Final Fantasy VIII. It doesn't get much worse than that. That's gotta be the worst ending I've ever seen. Oh, everything is flourishing too. The flowers. Oh. Wait, it all makes sense. So the Aether that Eden had absorbed was returned to the land? Just like Mitron, the empty can finally be reborn. Though it can hardly be called the empty now, it's a utopia. What a nice ending. Where I belong. Why couldn't we have Cypher and Squall be the two romantic partners at the end of Final Fantasy VIII? Why couldn't the bromance prevail? Hold on, you might even be able to take something with you to show them. I'll bet that fruit that grows here could be used to make all sorts of treats. You can even make something yourself. But my cooking can be a hit or miss. Maybe once we get back to the Crystarium, I'll ask for some advice. Squall wasn't really the most handsome at the party. Was it Zell? I wanted to ask something. When you say the others, do you mean Thancred, the bookworm, and Urianger, your shining knight in shining armor? No. Urianger wasn't the knight in shining armor. You got him swapped. The whispering in my head has stopped, so I shouldn't have any more bouts of amnesia. Even so, there's a part of me that I'll miss hearing the fairy's voice. I've got some comments on that, but I'll wait before I rant. I know how you feel, Gaia. Anyway, we've all been through rather a lot, so why don't we head back to civilization for some much needed rest? Alright, leave the piloting to me. Quest accepted? That should be quest completed. Keeping the Sky Slipper here allows us to save fuel, but can't we just carry a bit extra? It's not easy crossing the desert in these heels, you know. I seem to remember you weren't too enthused when I suggested buying some nice, sensible walking boots. Come to think of it, maybe we should rest here for a while? You must be tired after all that piloting. I'm fine. Besides, I had the two of you to keep me company. It was over before I knew it. Taking in the scenery with the wind in my hair really helped clear out the cobwebs too. Perhaps I should see about getting my very own Sky Slipper. What? You can't just buy one. Even if you could, they cost a fortune. Oh, I'm sorry. That must be my Yulmoran upbringing speaking. I'll have you know, I'm almost as comfortable in more humble surroundings, like Mord Sook, for example. That reminds me, it's time we made our way there and told Yalfort all about, well, everything. So, every named Final Fantasy series protagonist is either introvert or extrovert. Those are the only two options, right? They could be one or the other. And they tend to have both. But depending on who the protagonist is, the other main characters are the other like non-main characters are generally not that. So in 10, Tidus is very extroverted. And then you have Lulu, Auron, Yuna. Wakka's a little bit extroverted. They're more introverted. And then you have Squall, introvert, extremo. And then you have Zell, selfie. Irvin is a little bit introverted. But yeah, basically, if Squall wasn't the main character, then who would be the main character? It'd probably be Zell, right? Yeah, he would be the next main character. So in one world, in another universe, Final Fantasy VIII would be main character Zell. But because he's not, he just doesn't get that much character progression after. Well, character progression in 8 is just garbage in general. So, I mean, can't really say it's any different for Zell. But, yeah, they don't really go anywhere with him after the first, what, like act or something of the plot? All is well in the empty. It is now. Not everything went quite as planned, but we managed to revive the ambient aether. Now all we have to do is wait for the changes to become widespread. Truly wonderful. Just wonderful. I shall share the tidings with our inner circle, and perhaps it's time more people knew of your expeditions as well. Of course, we'll continue to monitor the situation, but I'm sure it won't be long before we can allow members of the citizenry to make their own forays into the empty. I mean, they don't need to be allowed. They can just kind of do as they please, right? I'm pleased to say that I too have some good news to share. Our investigators in Yulmore have finally found information pertaining to Gaia's true identity. Really? As it pertains to matters of private nature, the information is being treated as highly confidential, so I haven't really looked at it myself, but I imagine it includes Gaia's real name. To be honest, I'd prefer not to know. But why? You see, I've come to learn a lot about my past, even before my life in Yulmore. Oh, she's about to cook. I know now that I'm the reincarnation of Logarith, an Ascian, and Mitron, the one who was transformed into Eden, was someone very special to me. For 100 years, Mitron called out to me in hope that we'd be reunited, but there was no answer. Even so, Mitron held on to those precious memories of our life together, and stopped at nothing to make them a reality once more. I see that moon in the background. I see that. I know now that Mitron wanted the same as us, wanted the world to be as it once was. Yes, it's a shame that things turned out the way they did. In those 100 years of solitude, that dream became an obsession. I would have likewise succumbed to the darkness within if it weren't for Reen and Richard. Someone had also been there for Mitron. Who knows what might have happened. That's why from now on, I want to help those in need to give their dreams a chance to come true. For me, the name Gaia symbolizes hope. And though each of our lives may be but a drop in the great river of time, hope springs eternal. Gaia. She cooked. So I'm sorry. While I appreciate your efforts to find my past, I'm looking to the future now as Gaia. No need to apologize, Miss Gaia. As long as you're happy, then so are we. Right, I expect my colleagues will be keen to turn their attention to the empty. If you'll excuse me, I have expeditions to arrange. Till next time. Do I give him the nod, though? He gave me the nod. I better give him the nod. What shall we do now? Don't tell me you've forgotten. The festival, don't you remember? Don't even think about leaving me out. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Man. Man, I just realized my character is supposed to look like Squall. It's Elven Squall. Hold on, let's make it look a little bit more obvious. There we go. Now we're like Squall. Alright, we go to Wondrous Tales. Wait, so I've completed that quest, right? What's this? Oh, this is the Eden, I think. This is where I get the savages. Quite a riveting read. You guys went to the festival, didn't you? Well, I've recently become interested in writing, and it seemed a good opportunity to practice. I thought giving an objective account of events would be straightforward, but it's surprisingly difficult. Reading it back, most of it sounds like gibberish. There are also a few creative liberties in the parts that you couldn't quite remember. She got heckled. In any case, I expect it will prove most valuable, providing I am able to discern fact from embellishments. With that taken care of, let's treat ourselves to some more snacks. Oh, oh, good one. Embellishments. I wonder. Oh, you're not still worried about that, are you? It was just you filling in the blanks, that's all. Here, take a look at this. Yeah, whenever I die in a raid, I just, fill in the blanks, I just fill in the blanks. I found this after I recovered from the last battle. Another one of those crystals that contains Eden's memories. As you focus on the crystal, blah blah blah, I'm gonna get the savage mode. Right? Now that we know what Eden truly is, we owe it to Mitran to keep these memories alive. So this is their way of explaining how you should keep fighting these bosses over and over. Is that it? For all of that rage and malice, there was some good in there. And these memories were of you, Richard, so I want you to have the crystal. Think of it as a parting gift from Mitran. Anyway, what was that you were saying about snacks? Maybe once we're done, I can take you for a ride. Got transportation of my own now, you see. What? Whenever did you... Oh, never mind. Sure, I'd love to go for a ride. Then why don't we ask Richard and Lurie to come along too? I'm afraid there's only room for 2. Maybe some other time. Based? Kinda? And there they go. Whatever Miss Gaia beheld in this crystal seems to have quite resonated with her. If you like, I will keep it here on your behalf. Whenever you wish to gaze into its depths again, you need only say the word. Alright, now we need to start transitioning into Endwalker, but I need to be level 90 or 80. So I'm going to teleport to Edelshire. Where is it? There we go. I did not watch the trailer, yeah. I'm going to get to level 80 first. I saw the Endwalker main title screen because it already automatically did that, but I didn't let it idle long enough to go to the trailer. But I didn't really pay attention to that either. Alright, where's Wondrous Tales? Their name, I remember their name was like Chloe? Was that it? Was Chloe it? Hand over a journal. On Tuesday? Okay. So, where's my journal? Go back a step? Okay, I see. For some reason it doesn't allow me to do that as part of the natural flow. Alright, let's use it. Complete a task to receive a seal. Complete a duty in the following category. Dungeons 1 through 49. Level 50. 51 to 59. 60. So I need 9 seals. The Howling Eye. You can repeat 1 9 times. The Ark Afa Amphitheater. So what you're saying is play a DPS class. Dragoon. Equip. Yeah, I lost my pants. I sold all my pants. Alright, so I need to do which one was it? It was Amphitheater Extreme. But I can do it unsynced, so I can just do it easily, right? Is there a search function? It's gotta be a raid, right? It's gotta be, no, a trial. Okay, it was extreme I needed. This one. Shiva. I can surely beat Shiva on level 50, right? She's so cool. Get it? Yeah, I'm watching the entire cutscene. What about it? How do I play this class again? She did a lot of damage to me there. This might be wrong. Maybe I should have played the same class. Potion. Uh-oh, I'm dead. Uh-oh, I'm dead. Surely this won't one-shot me. Oh, we're chilling, we're chilling. I'm mashing my keys. Potion. Hit him from behind for the buff. Which one's safe? None of them? Stand behind her? Oh my god, that shit's scary. Heal? 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 I got a kite. I got a kite for my heal. Heal! Oh my god! I'm frozen! Someone get me out! Someone get me out! It's over. I don't think I can swap class, right? Alright. I'm a level 70 Dragoon, but I'm a level 83 Gunbreaker. Maybe that'll be a difference, huh? Ramu would have been easier, but Shiva would have been cooler. You know what I mean? This is free now. Look at it. We're already second phase. Look at that. I might even bug it if I kill her too fast, right? Well, when these things die, maybe... Yeah, she's immune to damage while they're out. Yeah, that was easier. Turns out Dragoon sucks. Allow me to break the ice. That's actually a Lulu line. What's the order here? Easy. All too free. Alright, what's my next hail? Do I... Wait. That one? So when I turn in the entire book, that's when I get the XP? So I don't need to complete these as an astrologian. Second chance on it again. Restores the status of a completed duty to incomplete while rendering the status of an incomplete duty to complete. Okay, so that just gives me extra value. I guess. I don't know. Containment bay. Just do it again? Just do it again? This would take 5 minutes, you said. I need to do 9 different things. That's a lot of work. 9 different things that I'm just one-shotting. Come on now. Get in. Epic Echo. I mean, it's cool and all that you can complete content like this solo, but I don't find it that fun to just go around and, I mean, experiencing the story is cool and all, but it's trivializing the game, really. I feel like I don't know. I guess it's kind of necessary in this game because there's way too much content. Right, it's doing it for the book, but like, why am I doing the book then? For XP? Well, why am I doing XP? Because they have a extremely bad leveling system in the game. Like, what if I could just like do something else that would be fun to level, you know? How about that? Yeah, I did do those on Astrologian. I can do level 79 dungeons then. Well, I've already got 2 of these. What are you trying to tell me, bro? The striking tree? So I need to do the striking tree now? What is the striking tree? It's a duty. Can I search? Did I not unlock it? I haven't unlocked it. Okay. Arm of the Father. That's a fucking whole ass raid, man. What if I start Endwalker not as Astrologian, and then after one more day of doing dailies, I go to Astrologian? I think that's much better. Like, it ruins the RP a little bit, but like, who cares, really? Like, who cares? And the RP could be that I start as a black mage like I did before, and then I have character progression throughout the expansion that turns me into an Astrologian. And by character progression, I mean, I saw the moon and I was really impressed by the moon. And I was like, yo, I want to learn more about those celestial bodies. Let me become an astrologian. And that's my story. Alright. I think that's sufficient. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Mordona. And then we're going to watch the trailer. Is that a spaceship right there? Are we going to... Are we stealing from Star Wars now? I see the sun's on the other side of the moon. So there's like an eclipse going on. And there's a spaceship that looks like a triangle heading to the moon. So we're going to the moon. So this is a Final Fantasy IV expansion. This is a Final Fantasy IV expansion for sure, because that's the moon landing that we do. And that's not the same moon. That's not Dalamud, that's the other moon. The Endwalker text has this diamond here. Another triangle shape. What is this triangle shape that they're getting at? I like how the texture of the text is also very... It's very golden, like a sun. Yeah, it looks like a sun kind of shape there. They have a nice little... radiation going through the moon too. Yeah, like the heat is transferring through the moon. Alright. So I'm ready for the trailer. I'm ready for it. You're gonna make me... Okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna force it. Here we go. Alright. Another guitar song? Is this me? Yeah, that's John Final Fantasy. Black Mage? We're on the moon right now already. Ah. The Empire.
The final days were upon us. The fabric of the star had begun to fray, its lands rent by tooth and claw.
Alize. She's still a red mage. Paladin? Okay. Where's the X-Arch?
Alize!
Are you all right?
I can look after myself, you know.
Well,
And I've had enough of this rabble. Come on!
the main characters are still here.
As the chaos spread,
They're still yapping.
the star seemed doomed to unravel. And yet...
Isn't that the Realm Reborn song?
Stood in defiance of that fate.
Estinian.
The hour is
My boy.
come, creature. It's
Oh yeah, that is Heaven's Ward. That would make sense. Oh, that's Fan Daniel. Wait, is he in a Illithid Mind Flayer ship?
The stage is
Oh, he's
set,
at the Empire.
but will our hero deign to play their part?
My
You
boy.
took your time. 'Tis as we feared. The respite afforded this land was but fleeting. The end draweth nigh.
So they were in Doma? Oh, this is Charlene. Well, I guess we're going to meet the Alfino dad.
I knew it. This star still has secrets to tell.
He's found a new crystal
Take care,
tower.
my friend.
There he is.
So, Charlian would keep its counsel while the world is lost to ruin.
It would. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must then, that we scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Past the far edge of fate. Ring blades dark and light. Tolling the coming of the end.
So the big revelation there is that we're going to the moon, which I guess at the time that was a big revelation, because in the gameplay you didn't really know that, but now we kind of know already that we were going to the moon beforehand. So I feel like the revelation of we're going to the moon was not as big as the Shadowbringers revelation. Maybe because, slight spoiler, because it's already been out. I haven't even seen the moon. I just know that we're going to the moon, obviously, by this. I think the Shadowbringers trailer was better than the Endwalker trailer. I think the Endwalker trailer was good. There was some dialogue, but it was kind of just things that we already knew from the end of Shadowbringers. Whereas the Shadowbringers trailer was a lot of stuff that was very shock value. It's like, wait, who is Matoya? Right? It ended up not being a big plot point that Y'shtola was named Matoya, but it had some shock factor there. And then the whole Minfilia thing, and then becoming the Warrior of Darkness, that was all very shocking. And so that had more of a revelation effect to it. Which the trailers are supposed to be emotional and to get you hype for the game, right? And so I think the Shadowbringers trailer was more hype, whereas the Endwalker trailer is more, you know what's going on. So it tells you what's going to happen a little bit better. But that's just the trailer. That's only the trailer. I'm only basing that off of the trailer. I have not played it at all. That's just my initial reaction. I mean, I could watch it again. I can watch it again, but I think, I pretty much got the gist of it. The dialogue was just the same things we heard them saying. The Fandaniel and Xenos alliance. They're going to try to summon primals. We need to get the Charlayans on our side. Otherwise, the end is coming. The end being, I don't know, the Empire or the, what are they called? The Telefowa are going to set the world aflame. Apparently, we saw the map also. That was a cool thing with the map, though, because I don't think they did that in Shadowbringers. In Shadowbringers, it was just, we're in Norvrant the entire time during that trailer, right? Which you do spend the most part of the first patch in Norvrant, right? So that wasn't bad that they only spent time there, but they were kind of all over the place with Endwalker. We were in the Empire when it was showing Xenos. We were in Charlayan when it was showing Y'shtola and the Exarch, or I guess his name is Grahatian now. And then we were in Doma when we were talking, it was Urianger and Thancred were in Doma, I believe, or at least in the east. And then there was another place. So we started in Morgdona was the first place we started in, right? And then we ended up at the moon. So we were in like 5 different places during that. 5 different places. What was happening at the... Let me watch again the start. How do I go back? They reveal nothing in the trailer? Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's worse or better, but Shadowbringers was more hype. Because it revealed a little bit more. Yeah, so it starts with the map, right? Yeah, okay, it starts with you on the moon. It shows the moon and it shows you. You're a paladin, but does it reveal the moon? Yeah, it kind of... I knew that this was the moon from the start, but it doesn't really tell you that this is the moon until the very end. So it starts with the map. It shows you on the moon.
Upon us. The fabric of the star had begun to fray.
We start in Limsa, is
tooth and claw.
Oh right, the brothers and sisters. Right, so the entire world's on fire. Who's narrating right now? I think it's John Final Fantasy. I think this is Limsa. I don't remember. I think it was Mordona or Limsa. Or maybe it was Ardbert. It could be Ardbert, but I am Ardbert.
crazy.
Are you all right?
I can look after myself, you know. And I've had enough of this rabble. Come on!
Wait, so did they? They announced Reaper and Sage, right? So they just revealed Sage right there, didn't they?
And yet,
Because Alphino is a Sage, isn't he?
there were those who stood in defiance of that fate. The hour is come, Preacher. It's all or nothing.
It's Tiamat? Okay, so we just swapped to the Empire.
The stage is set. But will our
What
heroes
song is
deign to
this?
play their
This song
part?
exists in the game. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo. That's the Doma song.
You took your time.
Isn't that the Doma song?
'Tis as we
No, that's
feared.
the Ruby C
The
song.
respite afforded this land was but fleeting. The end draweth nigh.
Yeah, so that was Doma. And now... Wait, what is this song? This might be a new one?
I knew it. This star still has secrets to tell. Take care, my friend.
So, Charlian would keep its counsel while the world is lost to ruin.
It would. Come what
Yeah, 'cause this is a new
may, we
area.
shall live on. We must.
Do as you must then, that we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Wait, so then when did they play a Shadowbringer song? I didn't hear the Shadowbringer song. I guess because we didn't go to Shadowbringers. We went
the
to...
far edge of fate.
I didn't recognize
Green
that.
blades dark and light.
What kind of an...
Tolling the coming of the end.
It would be really cool if it seamlessly transitioned from the trailer to the title scene, because it essentially is the same thing, right? That'd be cool if they could get that done. Yeah, that's kind of what I mentioned the first time seeing it. We didn't know we were going to the moon until that trailer, so that was kind of part of the big reveal. Yeah, I still think the Shadowbringers trailer is better. Seeing it the second time does make me think that there's a lot of complexity to there, and of course there's probably a lot more that I haven't seen. but it is what it is. It was still good, obviously. It didn't give me chills like the Shadowbringers trailer, though. At least not to the same extent. Alright, we need to go through into the... Alphino is feeling the need to take stock. You have some time to talk? I'd like to gather everyone in Dawn's respite, and together assess the situation in which we find ourselves. Alright, what's the voice we're going to use for Alphino? Let us take stock of the facts, shall we? The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of ominous towers in a multitude of locations throughout the world. We have since learned that said structures were brought into being by an organization known as the Teleforwa. The Teleforwa stated the purpose is to recreate the final days of eons past, an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we hold dear. Already have these towers of theirs been the cause of untold suffering. Countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned, their faith perverted for primal summonings. And unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those shielded with the blessing of light seem able to resist being tempered at least. But after what happened to Arenvald and Fordola, we need to be very, very careful about how we proceed. Yet while these threats close to home are of paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garlemald. As you know, the Teleforwa are under leadership of Fandaniel and one of other delightful fellow, Xenos Ye Galvas, the Crown Prince, our dear friend. To date, he's reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varus, and plunged Garlemald into an even deeper pit of chaos. The capital has probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fighting in the War of Succession, but that has since changed, and in troubling ways. During our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent by the barking of cannons or the cries of discord. 'Twas an eerie fog of silence which did blanket that ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered, and with nary a word spoken did they labor to transform the palace into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. If they were indeed made thralls, it seems safe to assume that these events, too, were orchestrated by the Teleforwa. An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it is only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. We need to devise a means to counter this threat, and quickly, before our allies are overwhelmed. We will find a way in Charlene, I'm sure of it. Master Foshnal comments regarding the final days were curious to say the least. The forum knows more than it's letting on. Sorry to interrupt. We've just received word from Mistress Kryl. She says that arrangements for your visit have been finalized. You're to head to Limsalominsa and board the next ship bound for Charlene. And on arrival, present yourselves as associates of the students of the Baldesian come to assist with the Order's restoration. The arrangements may be settled, but what of your thoughts? They must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. I am eager to see, of course. We should head off at once. Then I'll accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you a safe journey. New quest accepted music? I don't know. I don't know if I like this new quest accepted music. I didn't like the Stormblood one either, but it kind of grew on me. Yeah, I do say that. Well, I don't know if the Shadowbringers one ever did really end up hitting like the Stormblood one. Yep, we're in Limsa, alright. What's going on here? Tank program based. I have a belly button. Okay. This guy's got my hair. Anyways. Let's make our way to the docks. My inventory's looking full. Seems about right. No, I don't want to travel to Kukune. Oh. I'm playing Astrologian, but I'm only level 79 on my Astrologian. I'm gonna wait to do one more day of dailies before I can play Astrologian. I could also just wait another day, or I could just go and do my Wondrous Tales. But I think we'd rather just go on with it. Gotta put some cargo on the ship. We're so cheap that we have to get on a cargo ship to Charlayan. Charlayan kind of sounds like...
They've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to
Never mind.
depart right
You
on
got some
schedule,
voice acting.
or so I'm told.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
It's funny. Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one. And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief. Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louisoix of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Will this be your first visit to Charlian, Sir Estinian? Sir Estinian?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
I,
Sir Estinian?
merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company. Or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
Better.
This gonna be the first expansion since Heaven's Ward that we have an active
Are you all right,
Estinian
Tara?
in our party.
You seem positively distraught.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland. It's just, we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hellbent on destroying the world. And once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
No sense worrying about the things we're powerless to change.
Well, that's hardly comforting.
Ah, good. You're still here.
Hori! Coulternay! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower.
Lunar
Flamine and the
Primal.
others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return.
Lunar Primal.
We will too, of course. Aye, we, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
We're set to sail! All aboard for Charlian!
It's time.
Then we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
Did they already reveal that there's a primal on the moon or something?
Have a safe journey, and please, please, be careful.
That also makes me remember in the Shadowbringers trailer. It seems like such a more dire situation, and in general the entire expansion is more dire. We seem more in control here.
And so you venture forth unto the unknown. A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux.
Right, Lunar
In
Bahamut.
uncertain times, naught but the simplest
But didn't we finish that
words of
off?
wisdom will suffice. That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end.
That's gotta be Fandaniel.
Treasure every moment, every step of your descent.
Or is that Xenos? Oh, are we getting the thing? Is it the thing?
And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your
Nope.
truth.
So we're off the coast of Limsa. So that's where the Tempest is, in Norvrand. But what's the Tempest in the source? What's under the water there?
Here.
Oh, I'm hearing and feeling and thinking.
Feel. Think.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser.
Isn't that the Shadowbringer song
Alone in that
I hear in the background?
Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt. Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself.
Oh yeah, that's the 1.0 trailer, yeah.
In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Charlian should be coming into view at any moment.
Or rather, it's in the 2.0 trailer. A ghost? I saw this person before.
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad. Hear, feel, think.
Nah, it ain't her.
And thus do we meet face to face at last. My warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
Nah, this is fake. Anyone can just say hear, feel, think. Prove that's you. I can trust your words no longer.
You have visited the first. You have every right to say that. You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Eidolon has always been, a primal. Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield. Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms. Monumental. Which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Sharlayan's just over yonder.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land. We shall meet again, and soon.
What was the promise that she made? I guess we'll find out.
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
And a good morning to you too. Taken a look at the island already?
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
Ah, the sleepers have arisen. There she is. Good old Sharlayan.
Oh, I see it.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes. But we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you? Indeed, 'tis as Sir Estinian saith. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side, I prithee.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival,
This is the trailer song,
we will be
isn't it?
disembarking into the heart of Sharlayan proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
There it is.
Sharlayan, the solitary island nation of the northern seas. where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Hasn't Sharlayan all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders, especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
Quite. So
Probably
let us
not
be
going to let a guy with a
absolutely
huge
clear
spear
on
in his
these
back
points
in.
before we proceed. The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions. Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration. Grahatir, it might expedite our
Gonna
progress
need to cover
should
up
an
that
actual student
tattoo.
be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, as I recall. Shall we?
So we get an insider already. I don't remember him saying this, but he probably
Greetings.
has.
We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahat here of the Students of Baldessian at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the
He's
reformation
standing on
of
a
my order.
stool?
My associates here will provide additional support.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today. And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Ishtola rule.
It looks like they're standing on a stool.
See how it glows? That list is etherically linked with the citizen registry kept in the main repository.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home. Now, who do we have here?
They're banned.
Alphino Leveilleur.
And Alize Leveilleur.
You were banned from using that name.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that, the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny. And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
We shall keep that in mind.
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Name and occupation?
Small little details there where it showed them look me up and down. Makes the characters feel more realistic, alive. Artisan. Yeah, I'm an artist.
Indeed. Your profile describes you as an adventurer, but one also trained in the rather more constructive pursuits of procurement and production. You may enter. And
Estinian Valinor, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
Unemployed.
If you'll allow me...
Cryle?
My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
I assume there's not going to
every
be much
confidence in my
combat
chosen
on this
company,
island, huh?
Dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
Right.
Cryle! It is good to see you.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you will seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we? Oh! Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Ah, he's got you there.
I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
The boys are all here. I am unaccustomed to fabricating lies on demand. Why should it matter how I earn my living? Here we are at last, the great city of Sharlayan. You may have noticed some similarities with the Crystarium, yes. In fact, we should really let Cryle have her say first. You are doubtless eager to take in the sights. Not to worry, the city is not like to vanish before we finish our discussion. They're all trying to get me to stop. Alright, I'll talk to her. What's a Kryl voice? I'm glad I spotted your ship coming into port. The officers are born bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back. Item level 515. What's my item level? 530. I had thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. But this is Richard and Estinian's first time in Charlian, and for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. You must have places you wish to visit, and people you're dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that you all may have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get your bearings in the city. Once you've settled in, we can reconvene at the Baldesian Annex. How does that sound? 'Tis a fine suggestion. We may not be welcome at Levier Estate as such, but I should like to nose around the neighborhood all the same. I am equally untethered, as it were. There is no particular place that my kin call home. Still, I would not pass up the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of our old haunts might even yield some useful gossip. The annex was west of the Aetheryte Plaza, wasn't it? I shall join you there anon. Yes, we'll see you there. I too have places I would be remiss in not visiting forthwith, by thy leave. What of you, Estinian? My services as a guide are yours for the asking. That won't be necessary. Until we reconvene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. But I could, oh. Well, Raha, would you like to join us then? You've been gone for quite a while, and this would be the perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours. Oh, of course, if you will have me. Come, Richard, Charlian awaits. After you, my friend, I'm more than content to follow your lead. Alright, I've got a companion. I've got a pet and a companion. Kryl is now also accompanying me. Conversations. I don't know about that one. You never call your bros like that. Can't do your bros like that. Invisible wall. Wamim. Discuss the giant statue. The great statue of Thaliak. I can't see it. It's forcing me to look at him. I was usually quartered on the Isle of Val, but I would gaze upon the scholar's wise features every time I returned by ship to the city. Ah, this one. This path leading out towards the sea is known as the Thaliak Stoa, so named for the statue of the scholar which stands at its end. As you know, the Sharlayan people prize the accumulation of wisdom above all else. Thus, when Thaliak was chosen as our patron deity, it was more of a matter of pragmatism than belief, an alignment of principles, as it were. We may have honored him with a rather impressive sculpture, yes, but our faith is not so restrictive as that of, say, the Ishgardians. Individual Sharlayans can and do worship the divinities of their choosing. Alright, we're going to the inn here. And here we are, the last stand. I may have mentioned this before, but although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Sharlayan tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. How can I put this? The food is bland. As encapsulated by our infamous Archon loaf, the prevailing sentiment towards cuisine is dietary value first and taste a distant second. There was one pupil at the studium, however, who could stomach the school's insipid meals no longer, so he quit his lessons and poured all his savings into building a proper eatery. And so the last stand came to be. It is, as the name implies, the sole dedicated outpost of fine dining in Sharlayan, the one and only bastion of the culinary arts in an isle of otherwise mediocre fare. I seem to recall their burger being hailed as one of the more impressive items on the menu. Not that I have ever had the pleasure of eating one myself. Because you were a typical Sharlayan when it came to cheap and convenient, Raha, but surely Tataru has taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. We should all stop in when time permits and sample the cafe delights. Shall we press on? The stairs to the side of the cafe there will take us up to the Aetherite Plaza. Not quite the same as Kugane, but it'll do. Actually, yeah, this is the place in the Dravanian footlands or foothills. That's the Eagleshire-like type place that was abandoned, huh? An unusual shape, isn't it? I assure you, however, that it's a perfectly functioning aetherite. Remember to attune yourself before we move on. Now, being the diligent tour guide that I am, I should make mention of the Confluence, a research facility located on this very plaza. Its much vaunted discoveries are the reason Charlian stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. In deciphering the underlying principles of Alagon Aetherites, it allowed us to understand and reconstruct what was essentially a lost art. And off we go to our next destination. Our path leads northeast to the Agora, Charlian's largest marketplace. Not quite a crystal. It's a bit round. Maybe they understand that spheres are better than crystals. Could this actually be the 10? The Final Fantasy X expansion? What's going on here? Welcome to the Agora, where you can find wares made in Charlian as well as a wide selection of imported goods. They also used to sell questionable prototypes from the various research institutes, but I think that practice has thankfully died out, for the most part. Otherwise, I can think of no better place to stock up for your next big adventure. Am I overselling it? Bah. On a more serious note, the next stop on our tour is one which has particular relevance to our ultimate purpose here. We must head back to the Aetherite Plaza, follow the path north, then climb the stairs up to that imposing building at the very top. Ooh. Archon's design. Guess we'll take the stairs instead of the dirt path. Talk to both. These little decorative features are typical of Charlian architecture. Aside from the research wing, our headquarters on the Isle of Val were rather simple and rustic by comparison. This is the Nymphaeum, an area dedicated to the blessings of water. For Charlians, water represents more than a life-sustaining liquid. It is a reminder of the great flood which precipitated the birth of our nation, as well as a symbol of the knowledge which flows from the Thaliak's divine ewer. This is the reason you see an abundance of fountains throughout the city, and a propensity for utilizing water as a decorative feature in our architecture. Aha! Water was Spira's thing. This might be the Final Fantasy X expansion we've been waiting for. Is it 4 or is it 10? Yeah, I don't know about that. This grand structure before you is the rostra. The name refers to the original public platform erected here, upon which a forum of elected representatives would deliver orations and debate policy. Although the stage has since evolved into council chambers, the nature of the forum and the duties of its members remain largely unchanged. Am I boring you, Raha? You seem awfully distracted. My apologies. From here, one can see the entire city spread out below. The vista put me in mind of my arrival in the first. Those who had gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. Naturally, my answers were all inspired by my knowledge of the finest settlement I could think of, the great city of Charlene. And bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, a community, the Crystarium. I can almost see its echo. I see. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the councilors would object to you simply viewing. Such memories should be treasured. For now, however, the tour must go on. Our spectacle of sightseeing concludes with the fittingly named Journey's End. Walk down the stairs to the east and continue straight ahead. Journey's End. Endwalker, Journey's End. Journey's End sounds like a familiar thing to me. That's a reused thing. Oh, it's not inside here. Is this a hospital? Get the Aetherite? True. We've arrived at Journey's End. History tells us that this was where those who put ashore with Archon Youngkrep built their first homes. In the present day, it serves as the residential district for the most important officials and the oldest Charlean families. You shall see that one mansion is clearly larger than its neighbors. That estate belongs to our friends from House Leveilleur. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance for the time being. And with that, we bring our little Charlean tour to a close. I hope it has proven to be an entertaining and enlightening experience. Now, shall we head directly to the Baldesian Annex? You remember the way, don't you, Raha? Let me think. We head down towards the harbor, cross the bridge to our right, then follow the path below the Aetherite Plaza. Correct. After you, Richard. Mount unavailable. Of course you wouldn't be able to mount here. They hate fun. Should I go into the Leveilleur mansion? They said don't go here, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go here. Bocarldare. They got some French names again. What is she doing? Oh, she's picking flowers or something? Let's talk to this guy, see what he has to say. This is the estate of House Leveilleur. If you do not have an appointment, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave. Do something about it, buddy. I'm looking to get kicked off the island. Celia? Small talk? My honor and pleasure both to serve Lady Ameliance. There is no more beautiful, more kind-hearted person in the realm, and I'm happy to attend to her every need. Yeah, well, how about you throw down? My lord, you would play a round of cards with this humble servant? Oh my, I feel honored. However, it is with great regret that I must decline your offer. I am presently attending to my mistress. Please accept my sincerest apologies. Shit. Damn it. need to get my fix. I need to play some Triple Triad. Okay, so we can't really do anything in here. Did I grab this Aetherite? I did. I think I got high fire at level 80, but I couldn't use it for the longest time. So what is this place supposed to be inspired off of? Athens? Yeah, it could be Athens. Cambridge? It can't be England. Because Charlian is neutral and they're against war. And England is the exact opposite. England is the empire. But yeah, I think Athens is a good reference. Because it is a shore state. The architecture is kind of old looking. Could be Italy too, maybe. Wasn't Italy... Wasn't that one of the Shadowbringers things? I don't know. Oh no, I'm thinking of Wuthering Waves. Yeah, the new city in Wuthering Waves is like Italian. Rinascita. Old Charlian, new you. Oh, there's retainers now. Yeah, no. I don't have that. Oh, they got workers here, and they're collecting gemstones, huh? Right, we cross this bridge here as I recall. Stick to the path and be careful not to end up back in the Aetherite Plaza. Charlian is full of educational research institutions, but there are still professors who prefer to establish their own private practices. Not that I ever attended the exclusive schools they run in these residences. Perhaps the twins could tell you more about them. Where are we headed to? Over here. We got lost and ended up at the Aetherite Plaza. There. Okay, so these are... Charlians are... Elezen. Or no? Is there any specific racial majority here? As the joyous look on Raha's face has undoubtedly informed you, this is the Baldesian Annex. If you continue up the hill, you'll arrive on the doorstep of Phenomenon. But I think we've explored enough for one day. We can take you there another time. Inside with you then. Wait, I wanted to get the Aetheryte. I'm back, and I brought Richard and Raha with me. Oh, you were right about the ship then. Hello, Graha. It's nice to see you again. Oh, what is this song? This is Final Fantasy IV. Isn't it? It's kind of changing the melody up though. It's been an age. I'm not even Ojika Sunjika. Ojika Sunjika. It's been an age. Oh wait, that's Graha. Allow me to introduce Ojika Sunjika, Administration Officer for the students of Baldesian. He oversees the day-to-day business of the Annex. You may recall meeting his cousin Ejika? Yeah, what is this song though? Is this the theme of love, I think, from Final Fantasy IV? I think it might be, yeah. Or no, maybe... It might be the overworld theme. I don't remember. Oh yes, Eureka! I've read the initial reports. Quite a shock to hear what's become of the Isle. Do take care if you have the opportunity to rejoin the expedition. No, I need to know what the song is now. Song that plays in Charlian. What is this place called? Is this the Journey's End?
See how it glows.
They're Uldan counterparts.
That's okay, that's spoilers. That's not music, that's spoilers. Oh, is this it? No, I'm hearing it in game, but that's not this one. Okay, the Baldesian Annex. The day will come. That's what it's called. Yep, this is it. Oh, it's from Final Fantasy V. Yeah, it's Ahead on Our Way, isn't it? It's the song Ahead on Our Way. Yeah, that's the only song I know from that game. Or maybe the Battle on the Bridge, that one too. I never played Final Fantasy V. Played 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. I played 3 as well. I played 3, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, so I skipped 1, 2, and 5. But I, of course, know this song. Alright, I've got like 5 different tabs open of just songs that I've wanted to remember for later. Already. We'll probably get more. This place is like a second home for students. The Isle of Val served as our main headquarters, of course, but we often had occasion to visit Charlene. Whether to make use of the city's research facilities, attend conferences, or procure supplies from distant shores. And the annex here was built to provide lodgings for our members while we engaged in such activities. Ever since our former headquarters, along with the isle itself, vanished, the annex has served as our base of operations. And yet it feels so empty. With many lost to us, our organization is a shell of its former self. The day will come when we see the students rise again. But first, we must ensure that the Telephone fail. Did you just say that in front of them, that we're gonna start a war? You just exposed our plan. Okay, let's discuss our plans here. Time to rest? Alright. Yeah, I wouldn't say that Soken never misses. I would just say he misses a lot less than he hits. He hits a lot. And when he doesn't hit, he doesn't necessarily always miss. Ah, the nap rooms. Let me tell you, the nap rooms are a godsend. The chambers are quite well appointed, far more so than some cheap roadside inn, you may be assured. 'Twas simply that we were often so busy with research or exhausted from journeys abroad that we would slip into the Andron just to steal a few winks. And thus they became known among the students as nap rooms, even if many such naps might last well into the following morning. Say the word, I'll be happy to show you to your chamber. Hopefully the others won't be too long in coming. I'll wait for you all in the main hall. Why are there so many people here? There must be some main hall. Oh, okay, so this is the new... Oh, so that's one of those towers, the tempered towers. Oh my god. Someone's been cooking in here. Someone has been cooking. What is that? That's a Moogle. Okay, dude. The King Mog and his... Wait. Is that supposed to be that one painting by Da Vinci? The one with God and Adam touching fingers? Except now it's a Mog. And he's sending his boys to the, to Gaia. To Earth. I can't read that. What? Kill Moogles? I'm reading Kill Moogles right there. I mean, I guess we see what we want to see. What is this thing? That looks like some kind of... It looks like Kilika, to be honest, to me. This is the Final Fantasy X expansion. That's Kilika. That's Kilika to me. That's an airship? That's the Crystal Tower? No, it's not. It's too small. Those are a bunch of crystals that are all converging. That looks pretty important to me. Ooh, even bigger map than that one. Wait, so this one is just... What does that cover? What is this? Huh? Is that... That's Doma, right? On the east side? That's the east. And so it doesn't cover the west, yeah. Yeah, that's the east. So yeah, it matches over there. It matches. And so that's Eorzea. And in the center is Garlemald. Why is there so much mist, though? Did no one clear up the fog of war before they started mapping, or what? The burn? Right. That, like, desert area where there's nothing there, and we created those force fields. Feeling refreshed and alert? Our colleagues should be wandering in soon, so I suggest we stay here and wait for them to join us. Yeah, we went there and we took eagles. We had to fly the eagles to Mordor.
Pray forgive me. I was delayed.
It's fine, Urianger. We're all here now.
Let's get down to business then, shall we? Come what may, we must prevent the Telophoroi's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal.
When was that an O? I thought it was an E.
The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum. As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy. The Bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Sharlayan focus on recording history, while remaining entirely
That's just a French way of saying library.
And at the other extreme, We have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galuf was one such member, as was Archon
Galuf?
Luiswa.
That's a Final Fantasy V thing.
Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous. Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, he had simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
A mystery indeed, and one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it. As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian. Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth. Compared to our
Mughals are
more
included?
isolationist Sharlayan colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown. The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nadana, an alchemist residing in distant Thavnair. Her missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower, and the subsequent summoning of what I can only assume is a lunar primal. In response to this threat, the satrap of Radzat Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts. 'Tis possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Kral's lines of inquiry, then having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious choice. But the investigation in Sharlayan is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnairian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
Yes, it is quite the quandary. Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts. You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned. As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Sharlayan. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
And thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
What is an Archon again?
Allow me
I
to
thought
offer
an
my
Archon was a
assistance.
Scion.
I have
but
some
they're
small
clearly
amount of
different.
experience in the field of research.
Alize and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking. Of course, the more the merrier.
Right. The rest of us will make the journey to Thavnair. Thoughts? Objections?
I passed through Thavnair on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll supply you with all the details of Nadana's request. Consider this hall our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
An Archon is a title given by Charlene to a person who has excelled in a specific field of study, gone above and beyond by contributing greatly to that field, and have demonstrated their exceptional knowledge in their chosen subject. It's not enough to be simply wise or study if one wishes to become an Archon. Therefore, the title is very rarely given, with as few as 12 Archons currently known. Oh, okay, so that's what the tattoo is. The tattoo is given to the Archons. So the Scions are not. Yeah, so there's just an overlap there. But wait, how did Ida have the mark? Those who achieve the title of Archon are certified and marked with an arcane tattoo, making them distinguishable from others at a mere glance. Receiving the title of Archon also comes with several benefits, such as completely unrestricted access to the Forbidden Tomes in Charlayan. Being associated with an Archon will also allow one to enter into Charlayan and forego the usual mountain of paperwork and identification normally required. Louis Sois was an Archon. He went against the wishes of the Forum and the tradition of neutrality. Yeah. Okay. Known Archons: Louis Sois, Thancred Ishtola, Graha, Ida, Papalimo, Urianger, Matoya, Mikoto, Monbrita, Rambros. Oh. That was literally it. We knew all the Archons. That's it. There's no one else, right? Surely. No one else. Well, if the wiki didn't say there's anyone else, then I've spoiled myself in that I will never find out that there's another one. For Thavnir bound. I have Kryle's instructions in hand. If you're ready to set out, then so are we. Having been to Thavnir before, I can travel by Aetheryte. Alright, see ya, bro. Kryle was of the same mind, and has already secured the aid of the good folk of the Confluence. We'll take ourselves there. That is so funny, though. They use that completely imbalanced game mechanic, and they make a plot point out of it. I'm guessing as a joke. Thou wilt recall the hunt for Iceheart, unto whose sanctuary we delivered thee, owing to the knowledge of our comrade Monbrita. Monbrita was an authority on aetherology, a field of study she did embark upon in pursuit of her parents' example. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers at the Confluence. Haven't you gone to see them yet? I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame, my courage failed me at the last. As it hath the many times I thought to reach out to them after sending that fateful letter. Neither time nor introspection have revealed unto me the words I should speak, and thus have I kept my silence. Whether you come with us or no is your choice and yours alone. If it's too difficult, we'll manage. Thou art kind to say so, but I have no intention of forsaking our cause. I shall go to the confluence, and I shall face that which hath long been overdue. If it's settled, then let us be off. When we arrive, we should look for a researcher named Kit. Or Kite. An unsettling change has come over Charlene, but together we will divine the underlying cause for the forum's callousness. As I mentioned before, however, questioning the counselors directly is a fruitless endeavor. They seem to have already come to a consensus as to what and how little they are willing to divulge. Which is why I began scouring Charlene's archive of historical records for any hint of connection to the final days. Suffice it to say that the progress has been slow. There are only so many dusty pages one can skim in a day, but now that I have this band of willing reinforcements, the search should proceed all the swifter. Let us reconvene outside Numenon, shall we? Exit the annex to the right and you'll find the archives on the western edge of the woods. So we got 2 main quests. Oh, there's an aetherite crystal in here. Oh. This is where the fast travel technology is done. Well, now, this is rather a lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again? Not to our knowledge. We're associates of Kryl of the students of Baldesion. We seek passage to Thabnir, and just understand that you can assist us. Ah, the test subjects. Welcome, welcome. Test subjects? Oh, hadn't you heard? Well, then allow me to explain. So in order to travel to an aetherite, you ordinarily need to be attuned to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you're a mess of aether hurtling along the lifestream. An inconvenient but incontrovertible limitation of aetherite teleportation. But what if I were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an aetherite without being attuned to it? A way to teleport instantly to places you've never been. For long years we've labored to make such travel possible, that people might move about more freely. And we've finally done it! We've created a new kind of aetherite that doesn't require attunement. Truly, that changes everything. Well, my language may have been a bit misleading. The user need not attune to these aetherites, but the aetherites themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other, thereby facilitating travel between the 2 points. But it just so happens that our first test pair of aetherites, one has been installed here in Charleon, and the other in Yedilmad, a port town in Thabnir. As you may know, our nation has long maintained strong ties with Radzadhan, And indeed, we owe much of this breakthrough to the contributions of their alchemists. So to sum up, we're to test these aetherites. How fortuitous for you. I should mention that the accident has impaired my ability to channel aether. Is that going to be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these aetherites were made for people like your good self. The magics imbued within will whisk you away without any effort on your part. A veritable dream come true, and far be it from me to worry about such things, but do we have permission to make use of your shiny new invention? The only permission required is yours, so assuming you're willing, we're all set. May come as a surprise, but we actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unreasonable fear for their souls gradually disintegrating as they drift helplessly into the lifestream, in the statistically unlikely event that something goes awry. But it's plain that you aren't most people. Mistress Crowl truly knows how to pick 'em. If I might change the subject, are Master Wilfson and Mistress Blowida not present today? Oh, didn't you hear? They've recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project helmed by the Forum itself, as I understand, but I'm not privy to the details. I see. Any other questions? No? Then let's get going before you change your minds. Please see to your preparations and head outside to the Aetherite Plaza. I'll be along shortly.
Right, we're all set. Just the 4 of you, was it?
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnir.
You are? Oh, I would have preferred more test subjects. Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travelers could line up here, please.
Bro did his homework.
Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether. Oh, and one last thing. You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
What?
We didn't even sign anything. Oh, that's where Thavnir is. Oh, no, that's Charlian. Okay, yeah, Thavnir is over here. We crossed by this in Stormblood.
Thavnir, home to city-state Rads at Han. Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between two peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay. For a time. Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have? What chance?
Just a bit of side effects.
Against such an insidious foe.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish. Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
Estinian in the maid role now. Never thought I'd see it.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions. Don't let Estinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
Looks like you don't have a choice. Oh, this is some kind of action time event? Maybe, I don't know. Well, there he is. We get it. 3 drinks. Special Amra Lassi, made with only the finest and freshest ingredients, is famed for calming unruly bellies. By the way of a warm welcome to Babnair. I'm pleased to offer it to you for the low price of 19,800 guild. Not 1, but 2, but 3 bottles. A bargain amongst bargains. The price is highway robbery, and you want to say as much to Estinian, but you realize any words of warning you cry would accompanied by your last meal. Deny. I thought you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me that's so urgent? I shouldn't buy it? This merchant is swindling me? Sincerest apologies, but I appear to have my prices confused. It's actually 1,890 gil for the 3 bottles. Praise be to the 12, my stomach doth loosen its death grip. My heartfelt thanks to thee, Endestinian, and to the fine fruits of this land. You were in time? Excellent, you spared us Tataru's wrath. That's true, Tataru makes all of our money. He does a lot of work. He carries us. Right, I'm ready to get on with it. That lassie truly worked wonders. Back on your feet, I see. Thy hair. I've bound it. 'Tis the most I could do against this heat, short of shedding my armor. May I ask where you had the cord for it? A local vendor. The man said it's a Thabnarian weave, tough and not easily unraveled. And how much did it cost? 9,400 gil, a steal, I was told. 'Tis nothing fancy, but I've always valued function over form. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alphino could hold a candle to you. Yeah, this is a tourist trap. One mustn't be too quick to paint a diverse people with a single brush. If such doth prove to be commonplace, I would presume it symptomatic of societal instability. Claiming Thavnir as its dominion, the nation of Radzadhan hath long thrived as a hub of commerce. In the beginning, there were the Arksodara, a Matanga tribe indigenous to this island. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and through their intermingling, a culture rich and distinct a culture rich and distinct did emerge. I thought he was saying, yeah, a culture rich and then something else. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Hannish culture have come to be celebrated and coveted the world over. Development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt east and west. All of this hath combined to make a trading power of Radzadhan, yet such a status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it must needs be maintained through judicious governance and stringent regulation. Neither of which I see any evidence, given that merchants at a gateway town are free to fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Just so, the opportunistic pricing is rampant. Doubts suggest that oversight is much weakened, or mayhap that the people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, 'twould be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. Prudent and practical, aye. We've naught to lose by learning more. So, ere we seek out Cryo's acquaintance, shall we see what information we can gather here in Yedilmad? I'm not even going to bother pronouncing that correctly. Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. Right, let us split up and make inquiries in town. The pier is yours. Once we have learned what we can, we reroute by the Aetherite. Off-putting though the mere sight of it may be. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break right now before I get into combat, because it'll it'll work out so that I haven't been in combat as a black mage, so that Koopa can be, his RP can be fully restored, so that I play an Astrologian the entire expansion. So by tomorrow I'll have level 80 on my Astrologian, then I can play it for the expansion. But so far it's been a slow ramp up. We know that it's gonna ramp up for sure, but we started in we already went through all of Charlian. Well, not all of it, but the first phase of it. And now we're in Thavnair, which kind of reminds me of Stormblood a little bit. And we know that Endwalker is going to be potentially influenced by a lot of the areas that we've already been through in all the expansions, so there's going to be a lot, probably. A lot of diversity here. Fordola, is that you? Same hair. Interesting. Yeah, we'll need to learn more about this place as well. But for now, I'm going to end the stream, so thank you guys for watching. I will definitely keep streaming more of this whenever I can. And I'll see you next time.